Greetings, esteemed seekers of knowledge, and welcome to the Annals of History channel. Today we journey back to the 14th century, to the heart of West Africa, where a man named Mansa Musa ruled. This wasn't just any ruler, he was the king of Mali, a vast empire that stretched across modern-day Senegal, Mali and Niger. Not only did he wield immense power, but Mansa Musa was also renowned for his unprecedented wealth. So extreme was his fortune that he's often hailed as the richest man who ever lived. His wealth was built on the vast resources of gold and salt that his empire controlled. Musa's reign saw an era of prosperity, cultural development, and significant expansion of his kingdom. His story is one of remarkable leadership, immense wealth, and an enduring legacy that continues to resonate through the annals of history. Now, shall we delve deeper into the life of this extraordinary figure? Born in 1280, Mansa Musa was destined for greatness. A descendant of a lineage of rulers, he was born into an era of prosperity within the Mali Empire, yet his early life remains shrouded in mystery. What we do know, however, is that he was a diligent student of the world, eager to understand the intricacies of governance, trade, and culture. As a young prince, Mansa Musa's life was shaped by the vibrant economic and cultural landscape of the Mali Empire. He was immersed in a world of trade, where gold and salt were the lifeblood of the empire, and he learned to navigate the complex networks of commerce that crisscrossed the Saharan desert. In 1312, a pivotal moment arrived. Mansa Musa ascended to the throne following the death of his predecessor, Abu Bakr II. His ascension marked the beginning of a golden age for the Mali Empire. Under Mansa Musa, the empire expanded its territories, stretching its influence across vast swaths of West Africa. Mansa Musa's rule was characterized by a commitment to justice and prosperity. He established a centralized system of governance, ensuring fair taxation and the rule of law. He fostered trade, encouraging economic growth and the accumulation of wealth. The prosperity of the Mali Empire under Mansa Musa was not just material, it was also intellectual and cultural. He was a patron of the arts and learning, championing the growth of Islamic scholarship and architecture within his empire. The city of Timbuktu, in particular, flourished under his rule. Renowned as a center of learning and culture, it became a beacon of Islamic civilization, attracting scholars, artists, and merchants from across the Muslim world. Mansa Musa was more than a king. He was a visionary leader, an astute statesman, and a patron of culture and learning. His ascension to power marked a golden era for the Mali Empire, an era of prosperity and cultural vibrancy that still echoes in the annals of history. Having set the stage, let's explore the wealth that has made Mansa Musa a legend. Mansa Musa's wealth was so immense, it's believed to be incalculable. This statement resounds with truth when we delve into the vast riches of the Malian king. Mansa Musa's wealth was amassed from a variety of sources, but the primary contributors were the prosperous gold and salt mines scattered across his empire. Mali was, and still is, known for its abundant gold reserves. In the 14th century, it was the world's leading producer of this precious metal, and Mansa Musa had direct control over these resources. Imagine a kingdom so rich in gold that it was said nearly every household possessed nuggets of the precious metal. The mines of Mali were a golden goose, laying an endless supply of wealth into the lap of Mansa Musa. The gold was not just a symbol of affluence, but also a significant tool of trade, allowing Mansa Musa to exert influence over vast regions. Salt, the white gold of the era, was another massive contributor to Mansa Musa's wealth. The mines of Tagaza, located in the northern part of his empire, were so rich in salt that even the buildings were said to have been constructed from it. This mineral was a valuable commodity, especially in the hot, arid regions of Africa where it was essential for preserving food and maintaining health. But it wasn't just about hoarding wealth. Mansa Musa knew how to flaunt it too. His legendary pilgrimage to Mecca is a perfect example. Accompanied by a caravan of thousands, he distributed gold so freely that it caused hyperinflation in the regions he passed through. His pilgrimage wasn't just a religious journey, it was a grand display of his extraordinary wealth and power. The king's wealth wasn't locked away in treasure chests but flowed freely, stimulating economies, promoting arts and culture, and leaving an indelible mark on history. With his immense wealth, Mansa Musa had a profound impact on the world around him. Let's examine that next. Mansa Musa's influence extended far beyond the borders of his kingdom. Indeed, the golden aura of his wealth illuminated regions far and wide, leaving an indelible mark on the pages of history. As he traversed through lands, his wealth flowed like a river of gold, seeping into the economies of the regions he visited. His famous pilgrimage to Mecca, for instance, was not just a religious journey, but a grand display of his affluence. The sheer amount of gold he spent caused a decade-long inflation in regions like Egypt, demonstrating the power and magnitude of his wealth. But Mansa Musa was not just a king with deep pockets. His wealth was a tool, a means to an end, and that end was the betterment of his kingdom and people. He was a patron of education and the arts, fostering a culture of learning and intellectual growth in his kingdom. He understood the power of knowledge and sought to harness it for the prosperity of his realm. A shining testament to this is the city of Timbuktu. Under Mansa Musa, Timbuktu blossomed into a hub of education and culture. He commissioned the construction of the University of Sankore, which at its zenith housed 25,000 students and had one of the largest libraries in the world. Scholars from across the continent flocked to this beacon of knowledge, turning Timbuktu into an intellectual powerhouse of the medieval world. In addition to education, Mansa Musa's influence can be seen in the architectural landscape of his kingdom. He had a fondness for grand structures and invested heavily in architecture. He commissioned the construction of numerous mosques and palaces, many of which stand to this day as a testament to his vision and love for architectural grandeur. Such was the life of Mansa Musa, full of riches and influence. But all lives must come to an end. Yet, even in the face of mortality, Mansa Musa's legacy, his influence and the impact of his wealth continue to echo through the corridors of time. Mansa Musa passed away in 1337, but his legacy endures. The circumstances surrounding his death remain as elusive as his legendary wealth. As is common with figures from the distant past, the exact cause of his demise is shrouded in mystery. What we do know, however, is that his passing marked the end of an era of unprecedented prosperity for the Mali Empire. The mantle of leadership was passed on to his son, Magan I, who endeavored to carry on his father's legacy. However, the weight of Mansa Musa's reign was a challenging burden to bear. Despite his best efforts, Magan I could not maintain the extraordinary levels of wealth and influence achieved during his father's rule. Yet Mansa Musa's impact extended far beyond his immediate lineage. His reign left an indelible mark on Africa and the world. His legendary pilgrimage to Mecca not only showcased the immense wealth of the Mali Empire, but also fostered cultural and economic ties with the Middle East and Europe. Mansa Musa's commitment to education and culture was no less significant. His establishment of the Sankore University in Timbuktu turned the city into a beacon of knowledge, attracting scholars from far and wide. The university hosted thousands of students and maintained a library of countless manuscripts, contributing to the intellectual and cultural heritage of Africa and the Islamic world. And let's not forget the economic impact. Mansa Musa's vast gold reserves boosted the Mali Empire's economy, enabling trade and commerce to flourish. His wealth wasn't merely symbolic, it was a catalyst for economic growth and development, setting the stage for the prosperity of West Africa. Indeed, Mansa Musa's legacy is as vast as the empire he once ruled. From his commitment to education, culture, and economic growth to his influence on global trade routes and intercultural exchange, his footprints can still be traced in today's world. Even in death, Mansa Musa's wealth and influence continue to echo through the annals of history. His story is a testament to the power of wealth, not just as an indicator of opulence, but as a tool for cultural, intellectual, and economic advancement. So, there you have it, the life and times of Mansa Musa, the richest man who ever lived. A tale of extraordinary wealth and influence that reshaped the world in unimaginable ways. We've journeyed through his early life, his ascension to power, the vastness of his wealth, his far-reaching impact, and finally his enduring legacy. Mansa Musa's story is one of opulence and authority so immense that it's hard to fully comprehend. His wealth beyond measure, his influence pervasive. A single man's journey, yet a tale that has rippled through the annals of history, leaving an indelible mark on the world. This story, like many others, underscores the fascinating tapestry of history, filled with characters larger than life, their actions reverberating through time. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and join us next time as we delve into more fascinating chapters of history.